You walk around New York and you talk about rats with people, and everyone has a story. And there's this lore about rats in the city where they'll tell you about how this one's as big as a cat, this one climbed the fence and did that.
Oh my God.
You leave lab late at night, you go on the subway, and then you see your model organism right in front of you. You wonder, whether or not their brains are the same. They're one of the most populous species other than humans in the city, and we're deeply intertwined with them.
So most tours of Manhattan try to avoid the city's notorious rat problem, right? But on one tour, they are the main focus.
Rat guru Suzanne Reisman is working to help visitors and residents alike curb the city's rodent problem one tour at a time.
Oh, sorry. Hi, how are you? We don't have rat and garbage issues. We have people issues. And if the people would take care of our behavior and do better, we actually wouldn't have the garbage issues that lead to the rat issues.
So right away, the Dutch build canals. So, people being people,
What do you think happened to these canals pretty quickly? Yeah, we threw our garbage in it. Throughout my career, I've seen myself as a public servant, an educator. Now I'm a tour guide and I'm a storyteller. I'm also a writer.
New York is dirty today. I mean, you can look right down the street. That is honestly a horrifying pile of garbage.
One thing I love about New York is we're big, and there's a lot of room for a lot of different people and a lot of different interests. And there is a tour, I think, that goes out pretty late at night.
Here it comes, here it comes. Oh, he's got food, he's got food. Come here. So welcome to Rat Talk, everybody. We're right here in Chinatown, our same spot we've been. We're outside the church. And we got a big one right here. This is one of the bigger ones in this pack. Let's see where he goes. Okay, he's right here in the corner. Great shot. Perfect shot of him right there. And he's not even bothered. There's three grown men just filming him. Yeah, he's in the corner now. Here he comes, here he comes. Only a rat tour guide can get you to do that.
I know there's people who go out with dogs.
Oh, coming your way, coming your way. Yes, good boy.
Good boy, yeah.
So Evie flushed a rat up his way, and he got it, but it turned around and gave him a little love bite on the nose.
Yeah, one time Evie had so much blood pouring out of her, I was like, oh my God, but she was still hunting, and then it stopped bleeding like an hour later.
So there's a lot of spaces for different people doing different things, different interests.
All right, let's head over to the East River, which is our primary garbage dump for 250 years.
Rats are infamous in New York. Everyone has a story about a rat.
I was on the subway stop
By a dumpster taking a leak in an alley.
On the street in my building, and all of a sudden I hear this cacophony coming from the kitchen.
Something coming out of his pocket.
4 big rats.
Big fucking rats, the size of kind of over here.
Bigger than a dog. Biggest thing I ever saw in my life.
Throw it over there and it runs out and scutters away.
and our landlord came and got rid of it.
And they're honestly kind of cute. They're kind of cute, bro.
I tried to go grab the rat and it bit me, so never will I try that again.
There's a lot of intrigue. There are neighbors, essentially. Basically, throughout the history of neuroscience, we've only understood how the brain functions in very limited and kind of constrained context. Do they actually come across levers in the natural world? We don't know.
What fascinates me most about rat behavior is their adaptability. So in communities that, let's say, are Caribbean and eating spicier food, that's the type of food rats in that neighborhood crave.
If you notice with New York City rats, I don't think I've ever seen a skinny one. So they're definitely well fed. And this is why it's such a difficult task to mitigate rats in cities, because of the ubiquity of food and water. For our study, we wanted to take advantage of some modern tools in machine learning, which allow you to automatically track animals, understand their behavior. They definitely do have their own way of communicating with each other. They're kind of screaming at each other in their own little vocalization language, communicating something.
They actually can swim through our plumbing. I do have a friend whose wife went to the bathroom in the middle of the night. She lifted the lid and heard some splashing, then went and turned the light on, and there was a rat. Not only can they swim, they can hold their breath now for really long periods of time because they're very adaptable.
There's a movement in the field now towards studying animals in more naturalistic environments. Can we record the rats? What are they doing? And then can we apply our modern tools to understand their behavior in a bit more detail?
Yeah, rats are so smart, so they listen to the vibrations of people walking. This guy's gonna go pee right there on where they're at. He's giving them some Gatorade. So we have almost 600 people, so thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Hopefully you already ate dinner, because you're gonna be grossed out if you haven't. The rise of Rat Daddy started back in 2022, and it's blown up ever since. I got on the New York Post. And then every media agency you can think of reached out to me, both nationally and internationally. So I had a lot of fun with it. This trash can, $4,000 that the city purchased, and it's just tipped over perfectly for rats to get in and out. So that's why I bring this stick with me all the time. People think I work for the city. People think I work for the health department. I'm independent. I don't work for either. What are we looking for, guys? Looking for rats. Look up Rat Daddy on Google. You'll find some more.
I think I've heard of you guys.
Yeah. Now it's 3 years later, and it's not as much media coming out anymore. But I'm still persistent in doing it because I care. It's that kind of thing that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about the rats. Why? You know, yes, it's disgusting, but what's a deeper issue why we don't want to cover, like, why are we covering it up so much? You're like the rat mayor, somebody said on TikTok. What's up, guys? How's the rats? Better? The spray?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yes.
See? Got film?
It's very good.
It's very good? Good. Awesome. Good. Good to hear. I'm getting more shipment like in 2 weeks. So I'll bring it down so you can spray.
Okay, thank you, brother.
You're welcome. We try and see if we should go inside this place. Make sure there's nothing in here first. There they go, there they go. Oh shit, there's a whole bunch, guys. Come here. Oh my gosh. Look how they climb up and down that trash can. I do get scared. I don't like them. I don't like them jumping on me. I had a couple close calls. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. He's right over here. He's right here where the light is, so follow my light. So that's a brand new baby. That means they're nesting inside here. Don't eat inside here. There's rats.
That's a common place?
Yeah. Down in the basement.
Let's go, yeah.
It's closed right now.
It's closed, right?
Yeah. You trying to eat there? Don't eat there. Right. People sometimes come in my chat. They get mad that I'm exposing the city, making it seem like it's bad. But New York's known to be a dirty city. New York's known to have trash everywhere. More trash just randomly put out here. Like this shouldn't be allowed. So again, you can see there's more trash right here. I always like to point that out. Just look how it looks here. There's still so many great things I love about New York City. The rats are just a small little problem that hopefully we can tackle one day and make it better. Oh, little baby. Thank you everyone for joining. And like we always do, stand clear of the closing doors,
Yes,
please.
Mama. Yes, mama. Yes, mama. Good girl. Get it, mama.
Good girl.
Yes. Here's Evie. Oh, awoken from her slumber. Yes. Right now, she's up to about, I don't know, I have it written downstairs, but about 120 rats confirmed kills.
At first, it was very strange. I mean, it is still a very strange, unusual hobby.
And from one sense, I don't give a shit what people think or see, but I would hope that people say, okay, these dogs are doing what they were supposed to do. These dogs have been doing this for hundreds of years. It's not something new.
It's an active hobby. He really seems to love it, and I guess I'm happy to see him happy, even though it is, again, a very strange hobby. And it is a nice thing. Sometimes the kids go with him, so he includes the kids.
Is that the helicopter tag?
I think so. Bill, you want any pizza? Start time was 10 o'clock. The very first time it was not successful, I really had to question whether she wanted to do it or not. My wife would say that. I was like, why didn't I take that much concern for my children when something went wrong for them? I was really like, not devastated, but pretty close to devastated. Like I was in a bummer for a day or two. So I may have gone to a pet shop that had little mice there to be fed to snakes. Let's just say I then knew for sure that she did want to get rodents. Yeah, you hear it? Is that something? I started keeping track of, the first year it was very easy because she only killed 3, so that was very simple. The next year I wasn't keeping track, but I estimated it was about 50, but this year I have, or last year I had a very good tally. We're at 63 for the year of 2025, so we'll see what 2026 has. They love it, they enjoy it, they crave doing this. So I would hope people understand that it's not some sick fucks just killing things for fun.
So you're not an evil villain.
Oh, I see its head.
If rats gave human tours, they would be like, these people are fucking crazy. They bitch about us all the time, and yet they give us everything we could possibly want. Here, it completely reminds me of the colonial times when animals were just left to die on the street in fester. And so you could see animals in various states of decomposition. Here we have a mummified large rat. This would be one of your bigger end rats. I do also think at this point it's a little bloated because it's been rotting here for a little while, but it's pretty big. We love complaining about rats and saying there's too many rats, but then we don't want to do the things we need to do to reduce the amount of garbage we generate or to contain the garbage that would actually reduce the number of rats. And it really is, in a huge way, up to us.
Maybe it's not about eliminating the rats, it's about a kind of better coexistence with them, understanding their behaviors and habits a bit more, kind of give them a little bit more humanity. Who knows, maybe there could be a rat park someday, like there's a dog park.
I don't really like rodents. They kind of gross me out, and they still do.
I love pets, I love animals, I don't want to hurt any kind of animal, but if you have something that's chewing inside and getting inside your place and it's gonna get you sick the next day, don't you want to get rid of that?
We're gonna always have rats, that's inevitable, but we have too many rats.
It's almost a fool's errand to try to say we're gonna eliminate all the rats because they live underground in all these pockets that we can't access. They have unlimited food and water, and they're smart, so they know how to avoid the traps.
New York City's rat issue is 100% unequal. It is bigger in the low-income neighborhoods than it is in areas where there are a lot of resources. And if you're a landlord who doesn't take care of your building and leaves trash all over the place and people are suffering from rats because of you, fuck you, you should go to jail. So basically, if we are here in the 1850s, 60s, what sport do you think might be taking place in this building?
Rat fights.
Yes.
I just heard squeaking. Oh, here. Under here, yep, under this thing. I certainly wouldn't call them stupid. I think rats are, oh, there it goes that way.
It's behind in that white bin.
I think they're doing what they need to do to survive, and there's something to be respected about that. Ready? Fuck, another one in there.
Yep.
They always find a way to survive. You know, on one hand, that's actually very admirable.
Oh, there it came out the bottom. Where'd it go?
But people are fascinated by them, and there's a lot of reasons to be. They're super smart, they're super adaptable.
Oh, that's a big one. Big motherfucker, get it. Oh, that was a big one.
All right, I do think they're cute.
Oh!
Get it, girl.
We should give more credit to the rats. They're definitely smarter than we think.
Did it just escape them by inches?
They're definitely risk assessors.
Sometimes they come easy, sometimes they don't come at all.
But they're enormous disease spreaders, and they are incredibly destructive to our infrastructure.
Oh. Yes, good girl. Yes, mama. Good girl. Get it, mama. Good girl. Motherfucker, yes. Ready?
Huge rat jumped out from the windowsill and onto my shoulder.